early, ready to go. It's Coddle with the Bassy as well. Not even just the chakra. It's giving him the Bassy love. Oh man, this reminds me. I love watching Owie play Keeper of the Light because you really never know what to expect. I remember an old Summit. I want to say it's like Summit 3, maybe 2. He did the, I believe what was called at the time the boneless Keeper of the Light jungle strat. He like did this like core jungling Coddle at the time.
Did this, right?
It was, yep. It was so crazy. Fun to watch him. He obviously farmed up insanely fast.
They're actually surprisingly tri-laning first here from Cr4zy. Yeah, he got like a 11-minute Aghanim's, and they just kind of won the game shortly after.
Yep. Didn't see much of it since then, but it's just like that little moment in time where he fun. I always wanted to think outside the box with these heroes.
Wolf already has 10 stick charges.
Well, what can you do with that on a bounty hunter? I mean, you're really going to try to threaten the bristleback and then flex the wand on him?
I mean, he should just use it instead of eating a tango. We should use it right now. Like, there's no purpose because you're not really going to be spamming your mana anytime soon, to be honest.
Yeah.
And they're going to continue spamming their spells. It's not like he's not going to. Like certain heroes that you can hold your stick for if you're being conservative, but you know this lane is all it's all about spam. And you should use like right now he didn't have to use a tango earlier. It's being like saving up your resources.
Again, why that Pugna popped out and was doing so much work with the ward on Bristle. He's getting jabbed every time. Cast for like the 50 base damage plus how much it costs to do the Quill is 35. Damn, 85 a hit. Very, very annoying. And now they're just going to have to kind of take the Quills head on. Man, but I always got to be careful. Coddle is so weak that if he gets hit with a couple Janatas and a Willow hit, could be in trouble.
Pretty nice. I think the moment Bounty kind of gets to level 2, able to do a lot better in the lane because you can see Bristle's already out of resources. He's out of regen. He's just brought a ring of regen towards him. It's not going to be enough for him, so the moment Bounty gets 2, he's going to be able to spam this shuriken toss, and Crit's going to be throwing some spells onto him as well. It'll be a lot harder to lane.
Crit comes in now, reaches up that first spell. Oh, my man Owie pulling out the mana leak. Nobody uses the mana leak. Was he misclicking? All right, I don't know, but
I think it was a miss. It's not good. Like,
it's not good. That's why I'm making such a big deal out of it. Stop right there.
Old mana leak was like really nice because you can like double stun people, but
it's
mana leaking, chakra yourself and mana leak again.
Yeah, exactly. No stun, and it's percentage based now, so you can never really take them down to 0 mana, unfortunately. It's lame.
Based off your current mana.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't off your current mana, then it'd be good. Actually, that's a really good buff on him. It's way too strong right now.
Yes, Ice Frog. Listen to buffs for Coddle, not more nerfs. Not always banned every game in a first pick. We don't see a whole lot of the mana leak as he there continues to dish out the chakra onto Skeeter. But, it has to be on watch. Cr4zy sweeping him from behind. He gets the catch. Could be in trouble. They're going to put the focus now onto Skeeter again. Nice. A little bit of extra harassment. Like you mentioned, he's low on the regen. Doesn't send some more out, which looks like there is some on the way, or he just drops them off. No?
He has a tango. That's AU-wise. He have 1 tango. So he feels really pressure now. He kind of screwed up on his item build a little bit.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, he's in trouble here. The Blinding Light already came out, but it's not going to stop them from dishing out the spells. And Crit, he's going to get the last hit in.
He was being really greedy. He thought he was going to be able to get away and rush this Ring of Health on top of his Ring of Regen. And because of that, he definitely shouldn't have died yet. This is a carry. Like these crucial little things, like using the courier usage on the first time through, just bringing stats, and then you run out of regen. It's just
okay. Yeah, gets the jump on Bryle. I actually caught that whole action. I was just surprised to see he'll be able to just peck out that last hit, and now he'll be rewarded with the haster and top. Top lane also, Cr4zy in a little bit of trouble. The lift comes out from Moon though and keeps them back in at bay. But yeah, man, Bryle's having a good one. Where's he at? Yeah, 25 and 3, 22 and 2.
Ryoya, right? You said Bryle's having a good one.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Ryoya. I saw the Y and got a little. Trial returns.
So Brile is level 6 now on Puck. Crit's gonna look into a rotation towards mid at nighttime after he secures the bounty rune. For a kill, especially before Storm 6. 2 easy kills.
So
You do manage to grab what looks like a couple of bounties there at the bottom. Fly with one at top. It will be a 3-for-1 bounty trade. Brile's able to kind of step over and grab that one.
Fortunately, there's a ward on Crit to them. Brile's making the right move by just jungling.
Avoid that potential approach. Are they just gonna...
He's gonna ward the high ground and know exactly where Storm.
Spot right there. He has no help nearby. While Fly getting slowly chased down from Cr4zy a bit, just before. Doesn't want to keep pursuing for that one. So are they in a position where they can let Bulba just do his own thing on bottom with the bounty hunter?
He's free farming right now because it's not a lot of pressure. There's no real stuns for him, so he's never in real threat of dying because of his shadow walk. And he sees that both of them have any detection, right? So that's why he's completely fine, and most bristles don't really ever get goo till like level 8. So Crit, like, he understands that he wants to create some sort of pressure mid and force some reaction.
They do get the coil out onto Moon on the high ground, and we'll just finish them off with a sweep of the orb. And the nice deny of the wards, but they do take down the ward. G.
Nice play. He understood that just having one person wasn't enough, and he rotated Fly as well. So the bright side of, like, having this lead in, it's like he's never really in any threat of dying as well.
Bulba eats a couple of kill charges, and Illuminate Blast has to salve up, but Skeeter is now left behind under the tower, and Cr4zy rotates to the bottom lane. It is Crit who's going to get the last hit, but Cr4zy going coast to coast on the Weaver to partake in that one. Looks like he'll just kind of get the lane hand off the bottom for now.
Crit's gonna soak in all the XP that's coming into top lane right now as well. Well, Bristle might look into also rotating towards the enemy safe lane because he knows that Weaver feels good about bottom, so I guess lane's just shoved in.
Now we will get the pull.
I guess Beast. I thought Beast was sick. Still level 5. Yeah.
No mana out, but it is on 3-on-2 here at the bottom lane with Fly still hanging around. Testing that side pull a bit.
Right, I was gonna look into pushing mid lane in right now and wait for this 8-minute rune for the next play right now to set up, because he's one of the stronger heroes right now with his coil.
What's going to be Storm heading that way right now? It's bottom. It's an illusion. Not the flashiest rune ever. Something to bottle up. While they converge onto that, Crit sends them off in the top lane, still getting a bit of that solo time. But we need level 6s, more level 6s to come together for both sides, obviously. Off laners in particular. Primal Roar and Track could be very nice to work with.
Should have called someone TP mid there when Storm was being really cocky. Could have killed him with coil.
They're heading that way now, but Storm is already backed out. Him and Owie are just around the corner, but Bulba could scout them. Sees Owie. Hits him with the first strike. There's the blinding light. Inkswell, though, on the chase. Does get close enough for the stun. Ryoyo looking to move in. Commits the coil. Does catch him and Moon Meander. But they'll just take the one hit and run.
Supports are playing together. Oh no, that was Bulba, sorry. I keep thinking Donnie was support here.
And it's still not enough to get him to that level 6 mark yet, but
Just realized, see, look at the disparity between the CS between Bounty and the Bristle, right? It's 55 and 15. But if you look at the net worth, Bounty is actually not too far behind because of how much gold he's really stole from Bristleback. It's kind of crazy, actually.
That's interesting. I don't suppose there's a stat you can look at later that shows how much gold he's stolen from a hero total. That would be pretty interesting to know.
At the end of the game.
At the end? Okay.
It'd be nice if it showed like during the game though. Top of his status bar.
Radiant are scanning.
Scans out. Here comes
protecting
Bryle
the
on the
outpost
move.
here.
It's level 8. Wants to make something happen. They want to fight for the outpost. As 10 minutes about to strike. Cr4zy goes for it. As Fly gets jumped. Success grab at the last second. They'll at least score some XP for themselves. Cr4zy commits the roar, and they'll blast down Crit. Over looking to sweep in, going for Cr4zy, who's a bit low on mana. Ryoya follows up with the coil, only catches the Storm. Storm swings onto him. They get tracked up, bang shot to Cr4zy, and a blast. And Ryoya might be forced to hightail it out of there. Certainly so, as Moon was about to approach EG. Getting decent trades, but probably not as much as they're hoping for in these little skirmishes.
That was like a millisecond before the outpost that Cr4zy ended up getting there. I think both shared that. A little miscommunication in the last fight though. If
Dire's top
maybe just
tower
focus
is
firing.
under
It's
attack.
unfortunate that
Radiant's
Beastmaster
middle
lived
tower
there and
is
still
under
died.
attack.
Decoiled him.
Dire's structures
Maybe he just wasn't in range.
Dire's top tower.
They pressure for the tier 1 top, but the glyph comes out, and at that same moment, they converge to bottom lane. Cr4zy committing in deep. Does have the time lapse, needs to use the wand to do it. Pops the wand, continues to fight. It's very low, and it gets fate bolted by Moon, who stole the Sakuchi. Will-O-Wisp going to be committed, and EG back the hell out.
Has fallen.
Anyway, with his ulti there. You know, they got the important kill, which is the carry Weaver there.
Weaver, I'm not sure if it was being a little... It's like an awkward position. You're like half health, low mana. The end of waiting too long,
They
too
were
much
so
damage.
close to killing the Bristle. I think the ability that, you know, he has a hood, so they nullified a lot of damage there. And on top of that, he had a fat stick of magic wand. He had like 26 there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Moon trying to make the most out of this Sakuchi. Able to snipe up the Invis rune. Now crit.
Moon just stole the rune from Bryle.
Yep.
I think he was just like worried in case like Puck went on him with a coil or something.
Smoke and head south here. Oh, look at Moon though. Like, I'm gonna go for Fly. Fly, who may have been bait in the lane. Oh my god, he's so much damage from the Illuminate. Tries to run out. Moon chases him down and goes for the finish. But look at Ryoya jumping in, gets a beautiful coil onto Duke, blows up the Kylo, looks to go for the Bristle next. The stun comes out, and it's a swift finish. Over in the river, it's a chase out. One Sakuchi for another, and that is track money in the pocket. Here comes Bryle though. R2 will just time lapse to the other side. This one goes much better for EG, and with the track they get a good amount of gold and even better XP.
Moon used his nuke. I'm not sure if he would have survived. He may have, but he used nuke on the Weaver, and he barely ran out of mana there for his next Sakuchi. He wants to do next. So Blink Dagger is now finished on this Puck. His coil is up in 20 seconds. They don't have enough gold for smoke right now. They're looking into making a next play.
Yeah,
I
but
think they kind of want to play away from this Bristle back now.
Cr4zy already smoked at this mid lane, spotting out R2. Oh, the Wisp dropped, but it's on the edge. It's just enough for them to hold him in his spot and take him down. They know he doesn't have the time lapse, already committing it in the previous fight. Ryoya though, with that blink, hits one of his own. It catches Cr4zy on the back lines, and now Bryle, once vengeance, jumping all the way to the high ground, looking to chase down Bulba. Bulba makes it down low, but Crit will feel the wrath of Bryle. Bryle with the double kill.
Power of Coddle Storm right there. Actually, I don't know how Artur died, because if you click on his portrait where he died, it's like he died outside of the sentry range. I don't know how that last hit of the Storm ended up hitting him. Kinda weird. They didn't even dust him, that's why. But they should have been a little bit more patient there. I mean, Artur just kind of got picked off. But, you know, the blink was finished on Puck, and they really wanted to make a play with it. I think they still do. He's a lot stronger now. He does have the DD.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't have to even use the coil for that. He just jumped in and blasted Cr4zy. He has a DD now, but yeah, balled up. Coil.
Ryo is actually really high level. He's level 12 right now.
Top net worth by a fair margin. Jump in. Leader, and not the best.
If his team was a little bit closer, that would have been super nice there for them.
Fortunate timing. Still settle for a push through in the bottom lane instead.
Radiant's
That's the problem with Cr4zy's lineup, because we kind of mentioned earlier, right? They don't have a hero that can just run in and provide vision for them, aside from like, you know, maybe Bounty Hunter. Weaver, probably.
Cole was able to get in there with the track. Bounty's still up there, yeah? Oh, Bounty's some still standing.
Frisk's farm is not bad. Well, maybe this puck is just really far ahead right now.
That's for me.
Get the storm.
Oh, coil 2. They get the baseball pull back and burst to finish off Ryoya. There's the Cr4zy, but nothing to really get the coil snapped. And now the chase is on. Bryle gets the jump onto Bulba and the roar. It's a double kill for the Storm.
That's the kind of wombo combo that they were looking for doing later in the game, which is like the Dark Willow Cr4zy with the coil to nap them. A lot of damage together and a lot more control for the fights. They really have to play around this coil and be together in these fights. A bit closer.
Not the way to hit, but as they battle over the high ground ward, Chris gonna get spotted by Bryle, and Bryle just takes care of the lone support. This is the Storm Spirit hour, and he's using it to his full potential with Kaya in pocket, trying to get his way to that Bloodstone.
Kind of surprising to see like as much plays and how many kills they're getting right now. They're only like less than 1k gold advantage, showing like how efficient EG still is being on the map despite like all these like deaths that they're getting.
That damn Bulba Bounty Hunter taking money out of the pocket of that Bristleback. Continues to poke him.
Under attack.
Oh, I'll take that Nether Shawl. Thank you.
Nice guys.
That damn Bulba. EG though.
Not only stealing money, but stealing items too.
I know. Pesky Bounty Hunter. Each team farming on the half of the map. Bulba's taking an approach. He gets spotted from Moon. They lift it.
Pretty good here.
And they combo down. Okay, Cr4zy's coil, and they finish off the Storm. There's the Primal Roar onto Ryoya and the Will-O-Wisp. Where's the focus going to be? Artur trying to step out, gets hit with the Vessel and the Dust. Has to time lapse. Duck back inside, very low, gets queued up, and that's Cr4zy on out. Focus from Skeeter now to try to chase anyone down, but there's not really any catch.
Also actually picks up a really nice item. He has a Vam Brace too. 50%, 49% magic reduction now.
Feels like it's even more pressure on Artur to have the answer to you know, knock down this Bristle.
I mean, their answer to Bristle is the moment Bulba finishes his Vessel, and they'll have some sort of at least kill threat on him. And right now, I feel like they have 0 kill threat on this Bristle.
As he goes down, looks like Fly will be next here as he tries to limp back to his team. Here comes Skeeter now, fueling on forward. Moon Meander.
He doesn't even need to be there. Summoned or just killing Fly himself. Yeah, I mean, like right now, this Bristle, he's invincible right now. They have like 0 kill threat until this Vessel finishes. And the only people that they should think about killing right now is the Storm and the 2 supports. And if they're able to kill that and kill Bristle at the end, like overall, you don't even want to focus as
Dire's top tower is
you want to kill
under
the
attack.
supports. Supports are doing so much in the fight, especially AUI. This is enabling like this Bristle and the Storm to like their cooldowns and like this infinite mana. It's actually really insane.
Will you give Bulba the benefit of the doubt that that is a value win lace, or did he accidentally get the win lace thinking that Vessel still needs it?
I'll just go with he wanted the movement.
Fair enough, fair. It is a shame that the Vessel doesn't provide the movement speed anymore, but I guess it's a balance of power between having the constant aura out. Bounty Hunter doesn't, you know, he doesn't shy away from extra move speed. He'll be happy to take it.
Yeah, because I mean, track is it's still based off percentage, right? It's pretty nice with
top tower is under attack.
That's true. Track will definitely benefit more. Pull back, floor. Can they burst down Artur? Will Wisp? Oh, it's enough. The tick is there from the Wisp, but he can't get the ulti off. And now it's Cr4zy's time. They jump on in, finish out Fly, and like roaches, EG run. Fake shot for Bulba as he tries to make it away. Go win lane speed, go! Run to the trees. Oh, he gets lifted and pulled back. Oh, he's gonna kill Moon. Careful. Nice. They finished him off. That is track money too. Bulba able to kind of tease himself out of this, and they're gonna get the potential finish on the Cr4zy, but here comes their first once again from Bryle. Bryle going in and hitting hard. Is going to get blasted down. Crit does get that finish onto Cr4zy, and now the chase continues for Bulba. And it is all Skeeter.
track kill right there. A lot of bonus gold from those 2 kills. As you can see, again, you know, all these kills that Cr4zy is getting, these fights that they're winning, they're barely 1k ahead. They're still not too far behind when it comes to like overall net worth advantage.
Yeah, that was with Weaver not being in the fight at all. That was a great jump by Cr4zy with timing everything out. Weaver no chance to get that second line because it would have just felt real bad to have committed so much and not been able to get the finish. I don't know if that means Artur needs to consider a little bit of extra life. I guess that will come naturally with him trying to finish out the BKB next.
Yeah, this Puck hasn't been able to continue to go crazy on his net worth advantage, you know, despite such an amazing early game. He's finishing up his Yule right now, while at the end Storm has a Bloodstone top of the net worth part.
Yeah, what can you even really do with the Puck though to kind of snowball even further? Is it just itemizing differently, or is it finding more opportunities and just using the cooldown of your coil, you know, any opportunity you can?
You talking about now or earlier?
I mean, like once, like while you're on top as a Puck and you're moving around as he was, finding coil setups, like what was it that caused him to pump the brakes? Is that credit to Cr4zy, or is there something he could have done to either keep fighting or itemize different? I don't know, like Veil or something.
People on EG, you know, like Artur got picked off and Crit kind of got picked off, and it was like slowing the tempo a lot. Like I think the game was really fine and in their favor, especially after the moment Puck kind of finished his Blink Dagger, and because all of these little crucial pickups, they were able to get key items, and they were slowly getting picked off like one by one, and he was actually unable to like utilize his Blink Dagger the moment he kind of finished it. And I'm talking about like the pro shot by Cr4zy there. Like key item timings, like the moment that you finish items, you want to have that little surprise factor into it. You know, like similar to last game, you know, EG finished their BKB and they want to do something with it. This game they just weren't able to utilize like some key timings. And now I feel like they want to wait for Artur's BKB, because Vessel's already finished now, for the next engagement, but I think Cr4zy won't give them enough time for that, and they attempt the high ground here.
They're already knocking at the top door, yeah. They want to stick it to EG before they have the opportunity to reach that next power-up. Can they do it? Let's see if they can get that first bit of serious base damage done. The high ground hold from EG is, you know, it's fine. You know, gotta look out for the coil, gotta look out for the terrorize combo, especially when you're working around a choke point, but I don't know if it's anything to really brag about.
Peter messed up there. Like usually when you want to push one lane, you want to be able to cut the secondary lane, so 2 of your lanes aren't always shut in, and it's only going to be 1 instead. Favors you don't lose much out of it.
Pulls the wave back.
You see what they're pushing mid in, and you see how Cr4zy's just cutting towards top. You want to make sure, like, even though you're pushing one lane, you want to be able to cut on another lane as well. So only one lane is always shut into you, rather than 2.
Crit will try to add his own pressure there, at least on the bottom lane. But Imagine will be summoned back to defend the line here. See if Cr4zy want to commit to mid or cut up top. Looking for an opening here. Skeeter just hanging out indoors.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It's on
attack.
EG for the approach and how they want to start this one off. So we'll start dishing out the cracks. Jump in with silence.
Kind of surprised Skeeter's not finishing his. I guess he says like I'm the carry that protects enough.
The earlier Halberd. Just to hear that the one true threat would just be someone like Artur, and if he doesn't have a Lincoln or anything, I can just shut him down in the spot. Plus, you know, no MKB. The evasion is going to be very annoying to deal with on this bristleback. But look at the EG. They're trying to flank them from the side, going in for the coil cut, looking to get the jump on the Keza and take him out of the fight. Nice Will-O-Wisp, though. Doesn't stop him from going down. Cr4zy now hide within the trees to make it out. Blinding light bump. Made a coil pull. Don't finish off Ryoya, and he's going to be forced to buy back. But Artur is starting to go in. This time he will not be finished off in the fight, and he can dish out all the damage. He pops down too. Ryoya able to score the Moon Meander kill on his return. Ryle fighting within the trees, looking to go for the pullback, but no! Can't get the finish. Artur able to get the time lapse off. He survives and runs back inside. 2 buybacks forced out from Cr4zy on this one, while EG hold the line for now.
Yeah, that was even trade. Vegas. Oh, still has the Aegis. Puck did have to expend his buyback there.
Well, you know, it's just a little bit of crack money. Oh, jumps right to 3. The rules, the root, and that's the Aegis.
That was so nice.
Can he take him a second time? Ryoya's coming. Moves in with the coil. They really want to commit it. The net, first, the track, and they got it done. Oh, what a blessing. Ryle just throws himself into the open arms of evil geniuses, and they take it home. Skeeter, though, able to at least blast down Fly. Here comes Artur, though. He's dusted up.
Alright, back on Grim here.
To have Grim available, it's a strong fight, you know. Cr4zy committing a couple of buybacks could be detrimental if they get wiped in a strong team fight. Looks like both teams will split their ways.
That should help.
Yeah, I think they're going to be a little patient now, just kind of shoving them until the next coil is up. Actually, they can look into heavily pressuring because the storm is down, but they don't have good creative lockdown. Brow was pretty overconfident there, you know. I think he wanted to secure the 25-minute bounty rune. EG kind of anticipated that with his movement, like camping the high ground and even warding it, and, you know, making sure, like, you know, despite their disadvantage right now, they're playing in a favorable situation, which is camping high ground to top of a ward.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it was more so easy just saying, you know, the rune's going to be up. Let's see if we can catch them being careless, going for the rune. That's exactly what happens. We'll buy them more time. We're looking at this again from a scaling perspective. I would imagine EG possibly have a slightly upper hand with the Weaver, but I guess Brizzle and Storm are no joke in the line. Storm is... Oh, speaking of Storm, he's getting another takedown. More loss of charges, possibly, and it is. Another takedown on the Storm Spirit. That is real unfortunate. Crit able to survive, dishes out the spear, makes it back away to his team. Beautiful assassination comes out here from EG.
It's a beautiful two-man play, and then immediately with the whole team EG is connecting. You know, they're honestly just also playing around all of their vision as well.
Kezu's still in the neighborhood here. Wants to jungle farm a bit with his boars, but
So
be careful.
look at EG's positioning on the map right now. They're just camping around their last ward.
Radiant's bottom tower
They're
is
kiting.
under attack.
Oh, there's the Hawk.
Oh, they got that.
The Hawk is out of vision now.
Gone. Is that a book
But
for
I
you
mean,
guys?
you can tell the effort. I mean, you gotta I pay attention to the little details right there. It's like they were looking, you know, because obviously Cr4zy has a lot of playing, but like a lot of inexperienced teams, they would have just kind of went there, and then EG would have been able to pick one or two off and just immediately got out because they're playing around the vision and knowing Cr4zy has zero high ground vision there.
Yeah. The opportunity not there for EG, but because they read the situation well, they get to step out from any trouble and fight on for another day. Moon has the stolen Sakuchi again. Scouts around.
That's generally how, like, you know, like we mentioned, like how Cr4zy was like winning all these team fights. That's how you really make the best comebacks in the game, is like having the positioning on the map and taking like favorable fights. Just high ground and playing around your ward, making aggressive plays or passive plays, like anticipating enemy movements or like predicting like where they're gonna farm and just camping your high ground ward to kill them.
Cr4zy are trying to take a play out of that page as they put some wards on EG's side of the map and are going to remain under that bit of vision. But EG are spread across the whole map at the moment. Oh, an opportunity to get a catch onto Ryoya, it looks like in the mid lane.
Play by Moon Man right there.
Radiant's
Right,
bottom
Scoochied in.
time.
tower
Yeah, I
has
imagine
fallen.
Scoochied in there to get the lift set up for Storm.
So Artur is going for the Scotty. He actually has enough for it. Sells his
Radiant's
Wraith
bottom
Band.
tower
Oh,
is
I
under
was gonna
attack.
say, did he already farm the Mjolnir and then get the Scotty? But it looks like he's going to put off the Mjolnir, switch over to the Scotty, which maybe, you know, they just double checked the whole new Scotty effect and realized how damn good it could be this game.
Pretty good Lincoln's game on as well, but
Uh-oh, it's right. He has to BKB time lapse, ends up behind the tier 2 top, but
down.
Owie has a sentry, and that's it. They have the roar and everything, so he's not going to be able to make it away, and that's just a free little Weaver pick. It does cost them 2 ults, but man, they wanted to dump everything to make sure our tour goes down.
Moon Meander drawing down the line. Let's go down mid and end it, boys. So Artur didn't finish Scotty, holding off in case to potentially buy back, but Roshan
Oh,
just
he
spawns.
just spent it. Just spent the money. Does not have buyback. I guess he's confident that they're not going to push. Probably go for Roche instead, figures, and they will, but that means they're not going to fight for it. They'll just accept that they're going to go against the Aegis. Yeah.
Beast is doing a lot of work in these fights with his Necromonicon. On top of that, this Coddle. I can stop talking about Coddle, otherwise he might get nerfed again, you know?
Yeah, right? One little blinding light, what are you going to do? The
work he's
Will-O-Wisp,
doing.
so annoying to fight into. And if the Weaver has to take time to attack the Wisp, that means that someone else is likely in a lot of trouble. He can't threaten anyone else, or he himself is about to be in a lot of trouble. And
They do have an answer for this crystal now, though. Scotty being finished and top vessel. But again, it's like he's the last person that you focus on trying to kill because of his halberd as well and radiance. So the evasion is insane.
Whoa, what I miss?
Whoa, he jumps on with the bottom lane.
Whoa, what I miss?
Or they're looking to get the catch on to fly. Taking a bit of time. And the rest of the team come over and try to bail him out. He does end up going down, but they're fully committing to get rid of the Aegis here on the Storm. A follow-up hit on the move. BKB pop from Artur. Now he gets roared up. He gets locked down. He gets finished. Artur is out. He does not have buyback.
That's the game, I think. Both of them have no buyback. Oh, they have a glyph.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But I don't know what else they could do here. I mean, Puck's dead. It's just Bulba.
The bug was squashed.
They're so damn frail, and you have no one there to like enforce and full focus and all that. It feels like, yeah, a bit squishy once they're locked down, and they had certainly enough lockdown with between the Will-O-Wisp, between the Primal Roar. I think it was just way too much firepower for him to handle, and that is it. They're going to call the game. We're going to another game number 3
Dire's middle
between
tower has
Going
fallen.
Crazy and Living Evil. I don't know what to think anymore. It could be anybody's series.